Okay, here it is, November 13th, 2021. I'm down at the West Paseo. Time is 7:16 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Just shooting a little bit of video down here today. Had an interesting event happen yesterday on November 12th, about 11 a.m. They were out here in this area back out here doing some digging when they struck a water line, and there was sufficient force in that water line when it was struck that it hurled a rock through this pane of the flooring design center here and busted out the window. So just goes to show you what can happen if certain things fall into line there. But just shooting a little bit of this, and then I'm going to hit a few perches here. I think this will just be a short video today. But just want to come down and show this. Went up on one of my other perches here, but just to show you here, the rock came through the window here, knocked out the glass pane there of the Old Town Flooring and Design Center. So then had workers and stuff down here trying to fix it up. They put in this wooden thing in replacement of the window. Luckily it didn't hit their bigger windows here. That'd be a lot more expensive to replace, I would think, than just this one panel. But I'm going to walk on down here and go up to one of my perches, see what's happening, or what has happened over the last little bit since I was here on Thursday. Just from this sort of secondary perch here. Something going on. See, they were digging. See, it's flooded down there where the water pipe broke. Got some water backing up in there, kind of made a little swamp of the area there. Go on up a little bit higher here, see what we can see up here. We continue to tear down here into the Gateway Plaza from the West Paseo. Just kind of pan around here. You can see there's water pooled up down there. I'll move on down to the Old Town Tavern here in a few minutes after I show this area. But we're making progress down through here. So you have a lot of rubble piled up down there. I'm going to stop here and switch over to my telephoto lens real quick for some of this. Okay, here I am on my telephoto lens. It'll show things a little bit closer up down there. See a huge pile of rubble where they've torn down a lot of that wall that was there. And some of the other stuff that's back down that way is all torn up now. He's moving on out into the West Bowl, really, and tearing up down there. So they're going to progress on around through there, it looks like. I'll go around to the West Bowl and try to shoot some stuff over there. See what I can see from that fence area. Down here you can see on this end, you can see the water that's pooled up down there in the West Paseo. So I'm sure that's a little bit of a setback. Probably going to have to check closer to what they're doing with what's underground there, to see if there's anything else they need to take care of. But this is kind of a view from up here right now. So I'm gonna stop here, move down to the Old Town Tavern, and shoot some stuff down there. Okay, here I am up in the loft of the Old Town Tavern, and you can get a good idea from up here, better view of what's going on. So they've been digging down in here probably to see about what water pipes and stuff need to be dealt with down inside there to prevent any further incidents like happened yesterday. But you can see the water that's accumulated here yesterday when the pipe broke. Quite a bit of water flooded into the area. So I'm sure this is a little bit of a setback. Probably not that much, but it's just something they have to be a little more careful of what's under the ground there, I'm sure. Do a little more research on that. You don't want to be flinging rocks around here if something else goes up. But it's just a quick little video here to show what's going on down here. I'm going to move on around to some of my other perches here and just shoot some short clips out here today, I think. All right, going to move on around. Right here I'm walking through the bar. Head on around to Brown, look over the fence there, then move on around to the West Paseo. But hang on a second. That's really overexposed there. Sun's just coming up, so we got the lighting has a pretty wide contrast. So I had to reset my exposure there. Around Old Town's pretty quiet this time in the morning. It's now 7:27 a.m. Mountain Standard Time here. So there's a little sign Paul put up for the Old Town Tavern. Let people know it's still down there, still open. Go look over the fence here into the West Paseo. Here we are, look down this way. You can see the water. Again, that's accumulated. They've also come down here and fenced off the banyan tree just as they were doing trees in the East Bowl. I think they just want to make sure they have the designated trees protected so there's not some accident that would cause the tree harm. The big ficus, the big eucalyptus tree went down, so I still don't know if that was purposeful or something happened accidentally, but I'm going to move on around to the West Bowl here and shoot some more video over there. All right, coming in by AZ88 over here, heading towards the West Bowl. See what I can see. Might be different. Looks like the big backhoe is significantly progressed down into the West Bowl area. See what's going on with that. See the pile of rubble that's up there. Big backhoe, front end loaders down here. They're starting to chew down on into this area over here. So they're working all across here now. Other big backhoe is up there by the lagoon still. And so they're starting to make progress down through here. Really tearing on out into this area. I think I'm going to switch over to my telephoto lens here and do a little bit more close-up shooting. Okay, here on my telephoto lens now. Gives a little bit closer view of what's going on since I'm at this fence place here. Perch. I'm a little farther away from the action, so this makes it a little bit more clear what's farther away from me, I think. Now it's 7:32 a.m. Sunrise was right about 6:58, so the sun's just coming up over there. I think back over here you can see the backhoe is right there, straight ahead. The big backhoe that's on the east bowl is back over there. It's been turned into the lagoon over there. Taking that down. So, got a sign up here for the, if I can show it here. Put a sign up here to let people know that even though construction is going on, the Performing Arts Center is still open for business, and you can access it via the opening down on 2nd Street. It's just back down that way. So, Performing Arts Center is still carrying on business there, having their acts and symphonies, whatever they have planned. I don't know if they do symphonies, but some kind of string quartets, various acts, piano concerts, whatnot. So this is what's going down here in the West Paseo. So I think I'll finish this up here. Just waving the gimbal around right now. Finish up down here today. And call it good. I'll probably come back out here next Monday or Tuesday again, shoot some video. I just want to come down and get the window event over at the flooring store and show the flooding that was down in the West Paseo there. So there's some unscheduled things that happen. But you run into that when you're dealing with a lot of underground infrastructure and whatnot, where you're not really sure, I think, what's going on there. But come up on 7:35 a.m. now. I'm going to shut this down and head back home here. I think this will be enough for today.